Hello, this is my research video essay. So who I am, as you can see from the first slide, my name is Jillian Carey. I'm a student at the University of Ottawa and I study biochemistry. Some interests that I have is that I like to go hiking, I like to spend time on my dock with my dogs, and I also love to spend time with just my dogs. Where I conduct my research. So I conduct my research in the Glebe because that's where my student home is, and that's also where Carleton University is. I also conducted my research in Canada, which is where my friend's house is, and sometimes I would study there and work on my field reports. And I also worked in Dunrobin, where my family home was, and I would visit there some weekends. I gathered my data using my phone to see TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. And I use my iPad and my laptop for content such as Netflix and YouTube videos. I would use my laptop mostly for writing my field reports, however. My average screen time is a whopping 3 hours and 10 minutes. This is, however, only the screen time of my phone, and it's probably much higher than this when I add the screen time of my laptop, my iPad, and my phone all at once. My favorite artwork would be this drawing I did here in one of my field reports. It's because this would be my favorite because drawing to me is very nostalgic, as I used to draw a lot as a kid, and I just feel like I don't enjoy it as much, and I also don't really have as much time for it anymore. It also has a deeper meaning based off of the book that I read called The Crank, and the crank being heroin. So here this girl is kind of tied to a rope and she's tied to the drug because that's what happens when you have addiction. I also spend a good amount of time on this compared to my other artwork, and although it's not great, I feel this is the best I could do after years of not really drawing. When I analyze my data, specifically for coding, I would highlight my platforms in green, and then I would highlight my feelings in yellow, and then I would get to add this to a coding chart where I could separate my feelings and the feelings correlated to the platform, and I could possibly see any patterns in my media consumption. As for the patterns in my media consumption, I spent a lot of time on TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram because they're very mindless. It doesn't require much effort to use. And for the feelings that I would get based off the platform, I feel as though it's more the content that affects the feelings rather than the platform itself. For example, when I watched Notebook, that would invoke feelings of sadness, but I wouldn't say that Netflix was exactly the one to cause that sadness. It's more the movie itself. As for my analysis and what it revealed, I discovered that we aren't consuming media, but rather the media is consuming us. And many people nowadays are just so captivated by technology that they fail to see what's around them, and it's very unfortunate. However, I do believe that my thoughts, beliefs, ideals, and values, a lot of them come from technology and what I see in the media itself, because that's just mostly what I consume on a day-to-day basis. As for the importance of my research journey, I not only learned to obtain research in different ways, such as through media, watching videos, going through posts, and discovering my own opinions, but I also can treat my research as a time capsule where I can look back when I'm in the future on this research, and I can just find the differences between what's going on in the future and what's going on at this time. And it's nice to see that.